There's absolutely nothing at all funnier than when you're proven right by national media. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the lies spewed by Sporting News. The lies spewed by Sporting News when Sporting News posted a graphic earlier this week and said, "Well, I'll show it to you. Remember this? Most points scored in first two seasons of Division One career." I'll take off the banner so you can take a look at it since that is what was said. This was posted by the Sporting News of a women's collegiate college basketball D1 career. So obviously we know what was being said. What was being said was that Juju Watkins had broken the record. Not that she had passed someone on a list, but that she had broken the record. We know what it says. And there were all kinds of comments across the right-hand side of that page that were shredding the Sporting News. You want to know how I can tell you it's Sporting News? Because this was the Sporting News. Take a look at these images. Take a look at them. That's Jerry Jones up front. That is Ohio State, Justin Fields. You have Myles Garrett. You have Chris Godwin. And here you got that Juju Watkins one. Now, next to the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander one. So now let's take a look. I'll make you wait a second. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma, a.k.a. Rudy the Hammer. We talk facts over feelings. Let's jump in on it because it was absolutely hilarious when I found last night that let's take a look. Let's share it with you. Discovered it while I was doing my live, and I thank everyone for jumping on live with me last night. Because you see, Sporting News, Auburn, this is all basketball for men, National Player of the Year. Nice. They gave it to him over Cooper Flag. Ain't that something? Wow. Anyhow, let's go down. Remember this picture right here? Remember this? Jerry Jones, Justin Fields, Myles Garrett, Chris Godwin. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, remember that? Remember this? Where did that Juju Watkins post go? Where did it go? Where? 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 We know where it went. They removed it, people. It got removed. Why did it get removed? Because the Sporting News realized or was called out on a lie. Not a mistake, but a lie. That's not a mistake because they have enough fact checkers at the Sporting News to know that this was not true. They knew it wasn't true. You think they just decided one day to look it up and say, "Oh, Caitlin Clark must be number one"? No. They got stats. I mean, we all got them. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. It's not that hard. So it got pulled down. Now, I got to read some utterly ridiculous comments on this post. I posted the video, and it wasn't even about Juju Watkins. And that's what makes it so funny. This wasn't even about Juju Watkins. But the comments that I get back are utterly laughable. They're insane. I got comments here where, again, nothing to do with Juju Watkins. I don't know why it's complicated for certain people to understand. But yeah, I'm taking a look to see if let's see here. Did this person delete their comment? Oh. I think someone who commented might have deleted their comment. I don't have to name their name. I think they deleted. Oh, shoot. Did they actually delete it? Oh, man. Someone here will go on a long rant to me about how I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm changing goalposts. No, I wasn't moving goalposts. This wasn't about goalposts. This was about a national media publication that lied and pushed a lie. I don't know if Juju Watkins will break Caitlin Clark's marks. It's going to be hard. And if she does, she will get all the credit in the world that she will have earned. She'll get it all. And she will have earned every bit of it. But when you have a publication like the Sporting News, that's a national publication, and is spitting out nonsense, it's frustrating. It's a frustrating component. And this is something I talked about last night. You know, looking at the exercising the, what was it, of evil, hate, and whatever else, and the reality TV show component. The evil, the hate, the reality TV show. Like, here's a comment. Y'all still hating on a 19-year-old kid? What are you talking about? I didn't hate on anybody. I'm not hating on anybody. Like, you're not understanding do you even know the definition of what hating is? I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I'm not hating on a 19-year-old kid. In fact, I'm congratulating a 19-year-old kid for being a great player. Sporting News is lying about it. And you want to make up a story that I'm hating on somebody. I'm not hating on somebody. A national media publication lied. And you think it's okay. That's a problem with people. You think it's okay. If you think it's okay to lie in media, then don't bitch and moan about whatever we got going on in this country. If we can't even tell the truth in sports, is one bigger than zero? Yeah. If the Lakers score 100 and the Warriors score 98, who won the game? The Lakers. If the Warriors score 100 and the Lakers score 98, who won the game? The Warriors. This isn't complicated. If you scored 100 points and I scored 102, who scored more points? I did. She passed Juju. She passed Caitlin Clark. She didn't set the all-time record. And you want to know why it's Sporting News pulled it down? Because they got called on it. Because they got put on blast over it. They got blasted over it. So you want to sit here, certain comments in my thing. Oh, here it is. Actually, here. This is the comment. I found it. You're really in your feelings in this skit, aren't you? How do you know Juju is unhappy? Again, I don't know what unhappy got to do with what the title of this is. I think Juju Watkins is unhappy. I absolutely do think she's unhappy. That's my opinion. My opinion. And I got another video about my opinion on Juju Watkins being unhappy. So it's like Sporting News never mentioned color. You did. They put two basketball players' accomplishments in perspective. No, they fucking lied. They didn't put two basketball players' accomplishments in perspective. They said that one basketball player set the record that the other player had when the other player never had it. That's lying. So know what you actually wrote, my guy. Again, and I replied, again, and then the same person says, if you watch the game versus UCLA, you would have seen that they trapped and doubled Juju. I said that. I said that. Actually, I said that a lot. So did you watch the game? Did you watch my actual video on that game? I literally blasted Lindsey Gottlieb. I said they ran pick and roll with Juju Watkins and trapped it the entire second half. They trapped her the entire second half. Guess what? When you're trapped over and over and over again, it's harder to score. I blame the coach. I didn't blame Juju Watkins. See, I love it. Get out of my feelings. But I did drop a few facts. I know I dropped facts. I wasn't in my feelings. I literally said in that other video, her coach cost them that game. Her coach. If you're going to comment, watch all my shit, man. That's all I got to say. If you're going to comment like this, Watch all my shit. I have a damn post on that UCLA game. I shredded the coach. In fact, the title of the video, for those of you who don't know, USC coach embarrasses herself in post-game presser after Juju Watkins is shut down in the second half. Was Juju Watkins shut down in the second half? Yeah, she was. If you watched the game, you know that she scored 7 points in the final 90 seconds to 2 minutes of that game after she'd only scored 4 for the first 18 minutes second half as UCLA took over the game. Point being, I talked about it. And I absolved Juju Watkins of blame. I said her teammates abandoned her. I said her coach sucks. I said her coach embarrassed herself. This is the same coach now that said at the beginning of the game, to open the press conference, I thought that the winner of this game should be the number 1 overall seed. You mean the team that you had already beaten twice in the last 3 weeks? That's what the coach said. That's what the coach said. I'm not playing Juju Watkins. In fact, I understand the issues that she's dealing with that coach, with her teammates who literally cowered it up and said, give it to Juju. Give it to Will. Give it to Will. Give it to Will. Give it to Will. No. Her teammates abandoned her. She did everything she could. A basic basketball mind would have eaten that shit up. A basic basketball mind would have not run pick and roll with the player that Lauren Betts is guarding. A basic basketball mind would have used a guard to set the screens. Why? Because then you create a mismatch. You create a matchup that's advantageous to Juju Watkins. A basic basketball mind would have said, we're not going to have Juju getting the ball and pick and roll. What we're going to do is we're going to have her off the ball, have her moving without the ball, moving behind screens without the ball, having her going downhill. That's what we're going to do. Not Lindsay Gottlieb. She has no idea what she's doing. But again, this whole video, the purpose of this video was Sporting News lied. It wasn't about feelings. It was about Sporting News making up a story for which, as I just showed you, this is no longer on their website. This is no longer on their website, on their Instagram page. It's no longer there. It's no longer there. So you tell me, again, when I call out somebody and I call out fucking media publication, it is not there. Nowhere to be found. Now I gotta wonder how much this shit they put up here is bullshit or not. But it ain't there. Took it down because they knew it was not true. That's all I got. You let me know what your thoughts in the comments are. You be sure to like, subscribe, and follow. Hit that bell. Leave a comment. I actually like Juju Watkins. I know you might not believe it, but I actually like Juju Watkins. And I think that, and I have a solution to her problem. You may not like my solution, but I got a solution to her problem. I got a solution that will make her a superstar, a megastar, maybe even a bigger star than Caitlin Clark. Don't believe me? I'll show you. And I talked about it last night in my live where some people told me I was crazy. But I'm going to do a video on it just for y'all because I know what will change the trajectory of Juju Watkins' career. You'll see. Be sure to check it out. Like, subscribe, follow, leave a comment. This is Rudy's Rant. Facts or feelings. Come on now.